Can y'all not hear me? Hopefully y'all can hear me. I don't know why all of a sudden my audio went out. Oh, now I can hear me. So I don't know what was up with that. Sorry about that, folks. Hope y'all are doing well. All right, so I think we're back. Yay. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? All right, I think I'm... All right, so cool. So I can mute myself here. Hey, thank y'all so much for joining me, folks. And I have an echo now. Thank y'all so much for joining me. Hey, I'm spoiling y'all, folks. I told y'all we got a vacation here in about a week from now. So I'm just trying to add some other content here and answer some of y'all's questions because I'm going to be gone for a week and a half. So, hey, there we go. Let's go through here and let's get some shout outs. Thank you so much, folks. Augustine, the man, the myth, the legend. What's going on? Josh, of course, what's going on? Henry, Joshua, Fearless, Lanny, Steven, Darius, hello, Studio 11 Live, hello, Antonio, hello. Hey, thanks everybody for joining. Again, we still are going to have a Q&A with AJ tomorrow. I just decided to do another one because I was trying to do comments the other day and a lot of people started asking questions. So I'm like, hey, I got some free time. Why not do something? But if y'all can do me a favor and if y'all would please hit that like button and hit that subscribe button if you haven't, and hit that bell notification. That way you get notified when we come out with other videos, folks. I really, really, really will appreciate that. It helps the YouTube algorithm and everybody know that, hey, we got something good going on here. And I wasn't planning on doing this, but boy, I am happy, folks. I am happy. So let me show you. And why is that screen not showing? That's my center screen. Hold on. Of course, one of my sources is not showing up the way I wanted it to. Let's go to display. That's 1 and 2. Yeah, I want screens 1 and 2 to mimic each other. Duplicate 1 and 2. Okay, so where did my... come on now. Now my computer moved everything all over the place. Okay, and this is my main screen. Thank you. All right, so now can we go back to what I was trying to say I was excited about here? So if we cut over to monitor number 3, guess what, folks? We're 2 subscribers away from 45,000. Yes, Lord. Thank you. So thank y'all so much, folks. Really appreciate it. And if you didn't know, hey, I am AJ the CEO, where we're here to try and answer your questions, help make your journey in media ministry a lot easier, and where we're helping to share the message leveraging technology. So again, thank y'all so much for joining, but enough of me babbling. Let's get out here. I'm here to answer y'all's questions, folks. So throw them at me. I will do the best that I possibly can. And we got some awesome questions up here already. Let's see here. And sorry, I'm looking this way. I have my screen moved over here and my other screen over here. So maybe I can bring this one over here instead. So I'm looking over here for y'all's comments. And I will keep YouTube over here so I can see what's going on over here. All right. So we got a very pertinent question right here by Augustine. He wants to know who's loving the new 18.1 Minecraft update. Man, I have not played Minecraft in a minute. Let's see. Oh, he says, sorry, 1.18. Let's see. And I answered this already, but Fearless wanted to know, looking for a 4K 60 frame per second HDMI streaming encoder. Any recommendations? The only one that I'm really aware of is the web presenter, which is what I'm using right now. And it doesn't have HDMI, but for $49, you could get a converter to convert it over to from HDMI to SDI. I am not aware of anything other than that. That's a dedicated encoder for 4K and at 60 frames a second outside of a computer, using like a deck link or something like that that's built into a computer. So I don't know of a standalone device that does that. So sorry about that. Stephen, again, a good evening to you as well. Henry saying, hey, AJ, I saw your video on live scoreboard. I should be able to use it on Ecamm the same way you use in OBS. Yes, you can. That is very much correct. I was actually supposed to stream a basketball game yesterday, but the school said no because they want everybody to come back. I mean, it's almost kind of like church. Everybody's wanting everybody to come back to the building. It's like offering a service online does not change that. But anyway, I'll leave that one alone. Let's see. All right. So I'm going through the messages where my sound was bad, and we're back. Lanny was saying, so seriously, how do you monitor your live stream? Do you use another computer or watch or device to watch? Well, yes, actually I do. And I'm trying to find my cable and I can use my camera so you can see it. Okay, I can use that cable. Where's my other camera? I'm looking for my, hopefully this will work. I don't know if this camera is charged. I haven't used this one in a minute. This is my original Sony ZV-1. Am I going to get an image? Am I going to get, there we go. All right, so if you want to know how I run everything, that is my vMix computer that's doing all the graphics and all this other stuff right here. I have my web presenter right here that is streaming. I have a Rodecaster that's doing my audio. There is the A10 Mini Extreme. There's my one screen from YouTube showing me what's going on in the stats. There is my Pocket Cinema camera, my main camera. Here's my other screen that's showing my comments from vMix Social that I'm responding to. And then there's the counter for YouTube, my subscriber count. So that is how I monitor all this stuff that's going on here. And come on, turn off camera. Oh, and I didn't show I have a top-down camera, but I haven't done a bunch of unboxings in a while, so that's why you don't see that one. So hopefully that helps you there. Carl, what's going on? Thanks for joining. Coach, thank you for joining as well, too. Daryl St. Clair, let's see. Hey, AJ, God bless your ministry, brother. Would love to see a video sometime comparing the Blackmagic cameras, Blackmagic Cinema 4K and the new Studio Plus in context of service studio environment. Well, I do have both of them. That's the other one I didn't show. The studio camera is right over here. The Plus and the Pocket Cinema camera I have right here. Honestly, I don't really have I used this one when I was at Spring Creek. I have not used the Pocket Cinema camera in service, even though I know some other people who have. I'm working on a project that we may be using this. I have it installed at First United Methodist in Elgin, Illinois in January, and they're going to get one of these studio cameras as well too. So we'll be able to see how that is. We'll see. So hopefully that can help you with that. Debbie, hello from Massachusetts. That's one state I think I've been to, but that was when I was really, really young. I have not been there in a while. I meant to go up there a while ago, but some things have changed, but you never know. We may be up there soon. Feels like this is tickling my nose or something like that. Joshua wants to know, and sorry if looks like I'm looking down. I actually have a screen here so I can read here the comments that y'all are saying. Which Blackmagic switcher is best for starting multicam live streaming, the Pro or the Television Studio? Well, that all depends. If you have a dedicated system for live streaming that has a capture card and is fast enough, the Television Studio needs that because it doesn't have live streaming built into it. The A10 mini lines, the Pro and higher, all of them will give you multi-camera, but it also has live streaming built in, so you don't need a dedicated computer for that. Now, I'm using a bad example. Even though my Extreme can do live streaming, I'm sending this to vMix because I'm adding all these nice little graphics and stuff that are not natively supported with the ATEM. But that's what I would say. You want to stay away from the Television Studio unless, first, all your inputs support the same resolution, because the A10 Mini Extreme has a scaler and it doesn't matter. The Television Studio, all of the inputs have to be exactly the same, and there is no built-in live streaming. You have to send it to a streaming PC or encoder like the Web Presenter or something like that for it to stream. Anthony, what IP camera controller would you suggest? Well, there's a couple of them, and I'm getting at a couple of churches I'm using right now. Let me go and see, because I have an install that I'm doing down in Florida. And what I'm using for that one is this controller right here. What screen is that? Let me make that bigger here. That is this controller here, because this is an IP-based one, and it can control over IP, but it also has quick access buttons compared to the other ones. So, so really cool. So this one can support all the inputs as well as IP. So you can use all of these. So I think, and it's PoE powered. So that's really cool. So this is the one that I'm using at Cornerstone Baptist Church down in Florida. But then this other one here that I'm doing for Chicago, this is the one that I'm getting ready to order for this one. This is the Famaco. It's a bundle. It actually comes with two of these, and it's a similar controller. That's IP based as well too, and has quick sync buttons to go to the cameras as well too. So those are the ones that I would think if you're looking for an IP based one. And then there's always, of course, the Huddle Cam one, which is good. That one's going around like for not the Super 3, the newest one. There's another one and all of the IP ones are ranging around like $550. So that's the one I would probably think about, because those are the ones that I've actually used. And we don't recommend stuff we haven't used. Paul wants to know, what is the best way to display an audience that's on a video call? Well, it all depends. I'm assuming that you're talking about Zoom. I need to know what other infrastructure you have in place. So if you have something like an A10 Mini, you just have a camera pointing out to the audience and you will cut to them. And if that's fed into Zoom, Zoom is looking at the ATEM for your camera inputs, and it would just see that. But I need to know what your setup is. Joe, no, this isn't morning. We're still doing something tomorrow. This is just me doing something extra because I had AJ answers and it turned into Q&A. So I'm like, I don't have any. Well, Can I give you a hint on some of the stuff that I'm working on? I'm actually working on the workflow and a concept for a completely brand new type of hybrid digital service where you have hosts and everything like that. I've been meaning to do a video walking through that, but I'm recording different parts so I can put it together as a concept. So when I do the video, I can show you exactly how it works. That's what I've been doing the last couple of days. So that's why I haven't had any other videos, because I've been working on that and jumping back and forth with this book and jumping back and forth with packing and all this other stuff. And I got a lot of people who've called me because they know I'm going on vacation. So everybody's jumping on board to get me to do some work before I'm out, because business is shut down. When I go on vacation on the 10th, my company is shut down for the rest of the year, and I don't pick up doing anything else until January. Because right when I get back, it's my little one's 7-year-old 7th birthday. So, you know, daddy's got to spend all the time with his princess for that. Josh here just started to use TreatStream as a way of donation, but food is sent instead. Sounds good. I've never heard of that there, Josh. How much farther I'm assuming you're talking SDI. Does SDI run than HDMI? A regular HDMI technically only goes 20 feet. SDI cable can go 300 feet, but with fiber optic HDMI cable, it can go 300 feet as well. Henry, my church has been, and now that text is getting too small for me to read. So where can I look at that over here? Let me bring up my screen over here so I can see it. There we go. I can see that one better. My church has been streaming for a few years now. We stream not just on Sunday service, but we have prayer, Bible study, Bible school streaming as well. Awesome. What is out next? What is our next move to the next level? Honestly, kind of like what I was talking about. I'm actually looking at doing a Christian content from your ministry. You know, it could be a study of the Bible. But again, it doesn't always have to be lecture stuff. I mean, you can do interviews with people in the community, highlights of your members, outreach stuff, fun stuff. Because I don't know if y'all see that right there is going to be my new content that I've actually done before. It is a Bible trivia game show. We're looking at starting round 2, a part 2 of that. So we just got in all the hot sauces based off of Hot Ones. Love that show. And I mean, we got all of them here. Hopefully I don't drop them here. So we got the classic. We got the last dab. The one that breaks everybody is the bomb. So I am beyond excited because it's going to be fun. I'm working on the questions, working on kind of a studio setup as well too. We're going to be taking this on the road too. I have about 2 other ministries outside of mine. So I'm going to go there and introduce this to them, and then I'm going to try and bring all 3 of those churches together as a contestant show, a competition against the churches. And then the grand prize will be $1,000 going to whichever given ministry that wins. So excited about that. And that's going to be something that's put completely online. So, you know, I go back to your question. I think what you do to the next level is it's your creativity. And everything doesn't have to be a lecture. Everything doesn't have to be beating everybody upside the head. It's about the fact that, you know, Christians can have fun. Ministries, how are they relatable? Another thing that I'm working on is called Do Christians Relate? Where we're going to be asking some questions. It's almost kind of like a mixture of a reaction show and stuff like that. So you got to think. Look at the content that's available online here on YouTube, and to think your ministry can do something like that. You can get some inspiration from that and do it with a twist, and that's kind of like what we're doing here. Oh, excuse me. Are you waiting for IBC 2021? No, I'm not. Actually, I don't know what that is. So no. Lady LD says, thanks for sharing. Hey, you are welcome. Joshua saying, would you recommend the PTZ optics cameras over Canon cameras for live streaming? I'm assuming that's the PAS. I'm assuming that's PTZ optics cameras over the Canon cameras for live streaming. I mean, honestly, it doesn't matter. It all depends. If you have people who can man the cameras and you need them to move, I mean, either one of them. I mean, the Canon cameras work fine. That's what we started with. But if you don't, and you have limited amount of people, then the PTZ cameras work great because you can have a joystick to move them and you don't have to worry about having multiple people. So it's really not which one is better. It's just which one fits your current situation. Josh, yes, I am going to be in Florida. I posted that up in the group. But now I'm going to be in Florida from January 13th through the 19th doing an install. I'm flying into Tampa, but the church is about an hour north from Tampa, but I'll be there in the area for about 6 days. So I'm going to be in Chicago from the 3rd to the 9th, come back here, do some training the 10th and 11th. Then I'm on a plane on the 12th, and then I'm going to be in Florida from the 13th to the 19th. So 2 weeks, half of January, I'm not going to be here at home. So we're going to have to, so most likely we might have to do the Q&A on the road. All right, so I answered that question already. Robert here. I don't know why I'm yawning now. No, I'm not doing coffee either. Hi, AJ. Is the setup at your church feeding off of one system? Maybe I should ask, is your streaming broadcast managed separately? Lyrics, sermon, notes, video. Hopes this makes sense. Yes, actually, we have 3 systems. One is our streaming system by itself because we use an ATEM Television Studio HD. Just like I was saying earlier, that feeds into our streaming system that handles nothing but the live stream. We have another system, our Pro Presenter system, that handles scripture, lyrics, any form of presentation that goes to the live stream, but also goes to the projectors and the back wall and everything like that. Then our third system, we really don't use that much. That's the system that's dedicated for when we do all of our switching between our cameras, and it's running the ATEM software, and that system was really built for video editing, but nobody's really using it. So that's a video switcher, or if we need to make CDs, videos, whatever, that system is there. But most of the time I'm making the videos here at home. But that system was the original system that I used to use to do all the video editing for the church when I did it at home maybe 8 years ago. I upgraded my system and gave that computer to the church. So it's more than capable because it handled everything in the church for the last 6 years. And I got a flashback from my Facebook just to show you how long this thing has been going on, folks. Let me see if I can jump on here real quick and see if I can see my memories on my Facebook. No, it was actually yesterday. But yesterday, it marked when we first started hanging our cameras in the church. And that was in 2014 when we put our first camera on the back wall. And I had put the ATEM and all that other stuff in place in 2013. So that's when we started. So, hey, we've come a long way. And just like this, I am very humbled because, folks, we are one subscriber away from 45,000. I didn't plan this for it to be like that, but hey, I am thankful. I am very, very thankful. Keith, hello. How are you doing? I hope our consultation, you got your stuff up and running now. Hope so. I haven't seen an email from you that you had problems, so I think you're good. Augustine, man, when are they going to drop the prices on some of these graphics cards? No time soon, unfortunately. No time soon. Just because people are eating them up, man, for crypto and all this other stuff like that, which really stinks. So I know like a lot of people have sent me emails asking about building them a video editing system. And I'm like, the best you can do is get a Ryzen 7 what is that, 5700G with an embedded GPU. It's not the fastest, but it'll be able to get you video editing and a good processor. And then when GPUs are available, you can always add one later. It's very hard to build a system. Like, I want to upgrade my system, but I'm not paying $2,000 for a graphics card. I just will not do that. Back to Paul's question. It was like, it would be to display an audience that is watching via a live stream and displaying them on a video wall. I mean, it's a couple of ways you could do that. Depending on the infrastructure, what you have, I mean, you could just have Man, I'm sorry. We did something like that with TD Jakes doing it to where, depending on whatever your system is, you would send out, say you're doing Zoom, you would have it as a multi-screen, but then that multi-screen is being sent directly to your video wall, and it would show up like that, or a TV or a projector, anything like that. That would work. But let me know, is it Zoom that you're using? Mr. Josh, yes. Yes, we're having another roundtable. Technically, we normally have a roundtable every other week, but because I'm going to be gone for 2 Sundays, we did one last Sunday. We're going to do another one this Sunday. So, yes. Robert, our church just ordered Honey Optics PTZ cameras. Check them out if you have a chance. Honey Optics, I've never heard of them. Let's see. Honey Optics PTZ camera. One of my big dreams, to be quite honest, I'm sitting back thinking about getting some cameras made and having my own brand of camera under my company. I think that would be kind of cool. But Honey Optics, that name is really, really, really close. Yeah, and these are 4K cameras. Oh wow. They look like the same body frame as the other ones here, for those that want to see. So they look like in the exact same type of frame structure. But that's kind of wild. 12X is 1750 and 20 is 1750. At that point, why even go with the 12? If all of those are the same price. Yeah, it's serious. I personally don't. I guess if you want to put the price in for that, yeah, it's almost the exact same frame, but this has USB 3.0, so this is a newer update of this, but that looks really, really cool, especially if you're going to spend that amount of money. Might as well go with a 4K one. And then the only issue is now you just need to have a video switcher that can support it. But that's really, really, really cool. So maybe I might switch out to them someday. I need to put another camera in the chapel. I'm trying to convince my church to let me build a studio so we can do some other stuff. But anyway, let me jump over here. Donald, and I'm sorry, I think I left the comments up the entire time, so hopefully that wasn't blocking y'all from seeing. Here. What PTZ camera would you suggest? We are working on upgrading currently looking into the AV cans. AV cans, SMT AV 20X, the Famaco 20X, any of those will work great, especially if you're trying to do that. But if you want to make sure that you have good support, you can go with the PTZ Optics or the ADA Imaging. Yes, you're going to be paying more, but you're paying for the support. And why is it always when I do this, a train goes by? Aaron wants to know, have you heard about Pro Presenter 7.8? No, I haven't. I honestly haven't even moved past 7.3 because it's been some issues. Because I think even at Spring Creek, they rolled back because 7.74 or something like that was giving them some numerous issues. So I don't know. I have not heard of anything past that. Josh also wants to know, you know what? I'm so sorry. Also, is there any way you can format the meme segment logo sort of like Bless This House? Want it to be a way where when they see those logos, they immediately think, I will look at that. I will look into that. Can't guarantee it'll be done by tomorrow, but I will look into that. And he also said, you need to introduce this to my church. We're starting to have Saturday night outdoor gatherings. Man, I would love to come down there and burn up everybody's mouths. Because I'm telling you, it is so many people are scared of these sauces, which, I mean, you should. But it's funny to catch those people who are confident and you play on them. It's like, look, well, I'm just asking Bible trivia. If you know the Bible stuff, then you're never going to have to eat a wing. You're fine. I mean, are you not that confident in knowing the word of God? You know, you mess with them that, and then you also get with the kids, and they're like, oh, they love seeing all the challenges, and they're like, oh, it ain't as hot as they say, and then they are pleasantly surprised. Oh. Let's see. So my church is looking for a streaming computer. Someone told me that we should go with a i7. First off, they lied to you. Don't go with an i7. Is the Ryzen 5 equivalent or slower? The Ryzen 5 is faster. Don't go with no i7. Intel has been slipping for the last few years, and the Ryzen is destroying them. I would go with that one. Debbie, man, why am I yawning so much? Maybe it's because of this fan. I had some sushi for dinner, and I don't know why. I don't know. Hey AJ, can you configure the Stream Deck to run PTZ cameras? My church is only using one camera right now, and I'm hoping we can upgrade it to at least one PTZ soon. I think you can. It all depends on the PTZ and the controls. If it doesn't natively, you could do something like Bit Companion, and you should be able to do something like that. I personally have not done it. I think Alex, last name starts with a P, has done something like that. But I really haven't had a reason to play around with it, but I believe that you can. What streaming software are you using? Because also vMix does it directly as well too, if you're using vMix, the higher version of that. And I should have looked up. Steven is answering your question there. Debbie, I just finished setting up a Stream Deck to do this. There are several ways to get about it, but it works. Awesome. Well, thank you there, Steven. Hey, Brian, you are welcome. How much are my consultations? Man, I am so sorry. My a Zoom consultation is $75. A phone consultation is $75. A Zoom consultation is $100, and both of them are for an hour. Josh was saying 5,000 down to did we go over? I closed the window. I'm based off of what you said we must have. And I'm what Josh and Chuck, that means we're 50,000 subscribers closer. 55,000 subscribers closer to the chicken dance I guess I'm supposed to do when we hit 100,000. Why, yes, Lord. Yes, we have. We've gone over. Thank you, Lord, and thank y'all so much. 45,000. Woohoo! Hey. Thank y'all so much. See, I got myself together. I'm not going to get emotional right now. I have to do that when the cameras go off. But thank y'all. Josh was saying he wants a Windows 11 tour. Okay. So let's do this then. So I am on Windows 7. So that's my stuff right here that I closed. I mean, I honestly think they're trying to steal from Mac. I haven't had any problems with it so far. I gotta be careful what they show. So there's your start button, has all your stuff in here embedded. Everything moved over perfectly fine for me. I didn't have too many issues. Make sure. Okay, I can't show that. That's all my codes and stuff like that. I mean, but what type of tour do you want from it? I mean, it acts just exactly the same. I mean, it got some different buttons and niceties and all this other stuff like that. So where did I put it? So here you go, Josh. Here's my video for Bible trivia. Even though I did it on, I hosted it already on Facebook. So let me get this out of the way. So here's y'all probably ain't going to hear the audio unless I crank it up here. So I like doing stuff like that, making it intense for them. But I'll let y'all know. I mean, it's not really that much for me to really tour of Windows. I mean, I haven't noticed any difference. I mean, the icons look a little bit different and stuff like that. But that's mainly it. Let's see. Back to Keith. Yes, OBS India, I had to reinstall video drivers, working on templates while listening to you now. Thank you for the help. Hey, you are welcome. I'm glad you got it working for you. Back to Joe. Having a static camera, and could you use a PTZ with preset positions and want them to switch back and forth and want to control by pushing one button on a streaming? I don't know of a way to do that to where you press a position for one PTZ, it will cut over to the static camera, make the adjustment, then switch back. I mean, that sounds like that's a multi-action. I just don't know how to do that, and I haven't attempted to do something like that. Sounds like it's possible with scripting. And I thought I answered. Yeah, I already answered that one. Yep. Okay. All right. Well, folks, I see it here. Thank y'all so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. W is saying yawning is contagious. Yes, it is. Josh, you cannot ask for extra stuff. No. Y'all said chicken dance. I ain't doing no costume. Thank y'all so much. Really appreciate it. G. Albert, hey, no problem. I just started it just out of the blue. But thank you so much for joining. Pat, I've got a Blackmagic Intensity Shuttle and the Blackmagic ATEM connected. I want to only use the ATEM. If this question is in depth, I should schedule an in-consult. I mean, well, you only want to use it. I mean, which ATEM do you have? That's the one I need to know first before I can answer that question. Anthony, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Man, what's going on? That just shows me I am so ready for vacation. Man, I'm so ready for vacation. Make sure all of y'all, with all the hard work y'all are doing, learn from me, the opposite of me. I appreciate all the hard work everybody is doing, but please make sure you take time out to rest and relax and all that other good stuff. Thankfully, I don't really have anything going on. I do need to take this other capture card to Akita at Spring Creek because the one I gave her does not work with her Mac. So maybe this AJA UTAP will work for them. Then what? I'm going to be in Hampton Saturday doing a training. Then I'm going to be back at a church 5 minutes up the road from me to do training and run their live stream with the new equipment that we installed at Reconciliation. Monday, I'm going to be at my cousin's house. I mean, my cousin's studio to install some TVs, some stuff from him. And there's something else going on Tuesday. I got an eye appointment on Monday afternoon. And then got something else, something serious coming up on Thursday that I'll remain quiet on that for right now. Something personal, but looking for that to hurry up and be wrapped up. And then we got our Q&A on next Friday. And then I'm on a plane on Saturday. Yay. Trying to get some time here for some other stuff. So Pat was saying have a ATEM Mini Pro. Okay, well, if that's the case, then you really don't need the Intensity Shuttle at all. What are you using? What is connected to it right now? Aaron, I'm gonna accept that. what you just said. Congratulations on the 1, 2, 3. The 4.5 million subscribers. Yes, sir. Yes, Lord. I received that in the name of Jesus. And then Josh, also another meme showdown in the works for Red Nose Day in May. Okay. Yeah, folks. I don't know why I'm getting a little tired. Maybe I was pushing my limits on trying to do something today as well too. But I mean, we definitely gonna be here tomorrow. I need to work on some other stuff, but let me no, I'll do that in the video because I know I won't be able to go through this because I want to have some video to go along with what I'm talking about as well too. So if y'all don't have any other questions, folks, I'm looking out here. We'll be back same time, same bat channel tomorrow at 10:45 a.m. Eastern, where we're going to pick back up with our Q&A with AJ, what we normally have on Fridays. But let's see. Let me go back over to Pat. Yeah. That was what I was using before I brought the ATEM Mini. I never disconnected, just hooked up the ATEM. Yeah, the ATEM will serve as the same thing. Now, the intensity shuttle, if you're using some type of RCA or a composite input, it's acting as a converter. You'll still need that. But if you're using a regular HDMI connection that's going into the intensity shuttle, you can just connect that directly to the ATEM, and you don't need that at all. So you should be able just to disconnect that and connect whatever was connected to it directly there. Lanny, I am working on that. I still have this other mic I haven't had a chance to really test for an environment mic. Can I test it now? Almost tripped on this thing. So this is the environment mic that a company sent me, and I haven't had a chance to test it the way I really wanted to, but it is USB powered. There we go. Give it some power to this. Plugs right in the back here. And then I need another cable to connect this. I'm going to connect this directly to my mixer. Can I do that? I think I have a cable. Oop. I think I have a cable that will work. Because then y'all should be able to hear me. Because the idea of this mic is meant that you put it and you can walk back and forth and it'll pick you up. Without having to move around. I'm missing a cable. I thought I had another 3.5 millimeter cable. Watch it. I find it right when I get off of here. Oh no, I got it. Oh. It was right here in front of me. So let's see. I'm gonna connect this to my Rode, and we're going to use the audio from this to pick me up. I think that's the right out jack. All right, we're connected here. Let me turn the volume up on here. Y'all hear that? All right, I'm going to mute this, and I'm just going to come from here. All right, can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? This is coming solely from this mic. How does that sound to y'all? Let me unmute myself. Solely from this mic. Okay, that sounds clear. So I'm gonna set this here on the table. I have no other mic except for this one. And let me see how far away can I get from this and y'all can still hear me. So how is that sounding to y'all? Can y'all hear that? Okay, so the idea is this type of mic would hang from the ceiling, and say you had this in the area and anybody could walk past it and it should be able to cover. So, see, they said very softly. I hear you, volume is low. Okay, yeah, I do have to crank this volume up from here, but you know. That is a proof of concept. So now we're back on my regular mic. Yeah, I need to see, this obviously is not ideal. I want to put this up in my church and really test this out. So now that that's muted, so I think this will be cool, because the idea is, my hope was to put this in the ceiling or put this on a tripod, because it has a quarter thread right there, and put it on a tripod and just set it in the middle of the aisle if we're having church meetings, and it should be able to pick people up. But that's what I wanted to test. The only issue with this is it needs USB power and a 3.5 millimeter cable to send the audio back. That's not a problem. I'm wondering, can this run off of a outlet, a USB cable that goes into an adapter? That's what I want to see. But again, I wasn't really talking loud. This is meant for like a speaker, for it to be over their head on the ceiling, and then they can walk in the vicinity to be picked up. So the only other equivalent that does something like this is a Sony that's going for like $1,000. This one is retail price is $249. But we're going to do some more detail and test about that. So, I mean, again, this was not adjusting gain or nothing. This was me just plugging this in. So I didn't even do any adjustments. So if everybody's saying it's far away, we'll have to play around with that some more. Let me see. Back to Robert. Are all your camera sources sent to your live stream via NDI? No, I don't use anything in NDI here. From all of my stuff is connected directly to my switcher, hardwired. And that's at the church as well, too. Carol wants to know, can I recommend some new microphones? Well, I need to know what do you want the microphones for? Are they for the choir? Are they for instruments? Are they environmental mics? Do you need them to be wired? Do you need them to be wireless? Let me know the situation, and I can see what I can do to give you a recommendation. Pat was also saying, is there a way to get stereo from when replaying a Facebook live stream? I only get mono on my playback. I saw your comment about that. If you're only getting mono, that means you're only sending mono. Because I send stereo from our stream and we get stereo. So that's the only thing I would think. Can you check back, make sure that your stream is actually picking up audio on both channels? If you're using vMix or OBS, you should see the equalizer that will show the left and the right channel. Do you see both bars going, or is only one bar going? Because normally Facebook will play back in stereo. The only time it's like, garbage in, garbage out. If you're sending in mono's going to come out. I've never heard of sending stereo and it comes back out of mono. Well, Carol, talking in reference to mics, what I will suggest is a brand that my friend Jay Kyle recommended, and let me find where they are. It was a brand specifically asked for, and he told me he's been using them, and he really likes them because they were actually by some people who used to work for. Man, I do not remember who they were. Oh, there it goes. The brand is GTD Audio. They were actually by people who used to work, engineers who used to work at Shure, and they started their own company. And the mics sound literally identical based off of what they said. They've actually been using these mics as well too. So these are the ones here. Very affordable in price, actually marked down by half price, $319. So really good. I will put a link in the description for those who are interested. Again, that is GTD Audio, made by engineers who actually worked for Shure. So they sound literally the same, but don't have the same price. So hopefully that helps you. So Lanny was saying in response to that mic, sounds clear, but the volume is low and you can tell you are moving. Would love a more in-depth test. Hey, I will. Thank you. It probably won't be until I get back. I've been meaning to do that video for quite a while, but hey. Oh, yeah, I'm glad somebody said this. I have a lot of people who've reached out to me and they've asked some questions, and I pointed them to the Facebook group and they said they didn't know nothing about it. So again, I want to plug, if you have not joined the Facebook group, join it. It's like this all the time. It's a bunch of media ministries, around 2,600 strong, where we're all over the world, and we have a breadth of technology and gear that we use. And I'm sure that if you have a question about a certain Allen and Heath board, there's somebody that's using the exact same thing. And that's what it's meant. This group is meant for us to be a knowledge base and share the knowledge that we have with each other. We don't live stream in this group. Don't post your church's live stream in there unless you're looking for help to fix something. We teach how to be effective in media ministry. That means we learned that social media isn't just about spamming people. If you're just posting a video of your live stream with no context, no wonder nobody's coming. You need to invite somebody, share with them. Why would I even want to click on this video? You clicked on my video because it says AJay's answering your questions, Q&A session. So you know exactly what it is. You have context. You just posting a link to your church service is spam. It's just like, you taking a flyer and stapling it onto a telephone pole, But anyway, mini rant is over. We use that platform to share and learn and to grow, not to just, why are you coming into a media ministry group with people who already are in church serving their church and you want them to watch your live stream just for the sake of a live stream? That's not what this group is for. But hey, it's easy to join. Just look up Modern Media Ministry Made Easy on Facebook, answer the 3 questions, and you're automatically joined. Adam, what is going on? Back to Anthony. Hey, AJ, I have a Ultra Studio Express Thunderbolt into my Mac. Can I use a microconverter and convert to my new A10 Mini Pro SDI to HDMI? Yes. Yes, you can. Make sure I'm getting that right. Yes. G. Albert. AJ, last minute Q&A question. This morning, after being up for 24 hours, I did a short live stream on Facebook. The replay I heard about 100 echoes. Want troubleshooting help. Well, what are you using? Are you using OBS? Most likely you have multiple channels capturing your audio that was doing an echo. You got to be mindful of that. So like if I came in here to OBS real quick, close this, and it's on another screen. So let's go to this one. So I'm here over in OBS, and you got to make sure. So like right now, it's not capturing anything. Oh. So I need to come in here and select my audio, and you see my audio is coming through. And I think, why did it come on and then go off? Huh. That's strange. Let's click that off. And then let's click it back on again. All right. So now see, only one channel is coming in. Now, if you do something like this, you have your audio. See, I have all of mine disabled. But if I came in here and had my audio turned on again for the Black Magic, see, now it's capturing twice. And this is what would cause an echo. You only want to have one channel at a time coming in. So if you're doing your source, there's no need to have this on. This is universal. This will carry audio everywhere. You don't need that. So just make sure you don't have multiple channels of audio, because that's the only thing that would cause an echo in your stream if you're using any type of platform in any way, shape, or form. So, oh, did I not copy that link? Yeah, I did. I put the link in the chat. Streets of Destiny. Yeah, I've done that too. I've used that for one of the Black Magic converters. When I used to go to the football games, and when I had a converter, I would hook it up to a battery backup, and it would last long enough for the game. So yeah, great thing. Hey, Pat. Well, thank you. Thank you for joining me on Patreon. I thank you for your support. I really appreciate it. Print Tech. Here we go, saying I can endorse the GTD recommendation. Been using them for about 10 years at my church with no issues. Way better than the low end Shores for sure. Awesome. Well, thank you for the endorsement. That's great. Thanks so much again for everybody giving me congrats for the 45,000. Hey, not thanking me, thank y'all, because I couldn't have subscribed to myself 45,000 times. Something has been done to make y'all want to subscribe, and I thank y'all so much for that. I couldn't be at 45,000 without y'all, so I really appreciate it. Really excited. We got a PTZ Optics PTZ camera giveaway at 50,000 subscribers, and for a runner-up, I'm giving an A10 Mini Extreme. So, hey, we got 5,000 more to go. We pushing for that. And hey, I'm sharing it with y'all, folks. The goal is to hit 100,000 subscribers next year and get that silver play button. I'm excited about that. That's one of the goals, because we're going to do some big things, folks. We want to put Jesus at the forefront of everything that we're doing. If everybody can be out here doing silly stuff, hey, what's the matter with us getting out here and talking about some meaningful stuff that can hopefully change some people's lives and give them some encouragement and show that there's a purpose to why we're living here. And it's just not to just live here and die. You can have the joy of the Lord that can support you and help you and comfort you when you're going through all these situations. And that's what this is. This is a platform so we can get out there and share the message with everybody. And that's what, I hope I do on this channel, and hope encourage y'all that y'all can do the same thing in your local ministry. Like I tell y'all before, it is not my responsibility, nor is it my calling to reach everybody on the face of this planet. It is meant for us together to reach everybody on the face of this planet. So let me go back over here. Have a CAD U49 mic built into 2 Logitech webcams, 2 iPhones with NewTek NDI HX, 2 iPads, same NewTek app. I'm running on a Mac, several Macs. I did peel back the layers, right steps. Yes, if you're going all NDI, yes, that would work. I just think, thankfully that works. The nervousness of me is, even with the tech I try to get away. If I have a wired solution, I use that more than I would wireless. I use wireless only if that's my last resort. But hey, if it's working, hey, don't knock it. Don't try and fix it unless it's broke. But always look for improvement. So anyway, folks, thank y'all so much. Hey, like I said, we're going to be here tomorrow for our regular Q&A. I just wanted to jump out here and do something new, just to try something different. And like I said, we're still making up new content. Can y'all believe we're in the last month of the year? It's I just thank God so much for everything that he has done. I'm so thankful being able to help y'all in some way, shape, or form. The little bit that I can, I don't even want this to sound cliched. I mean, I consider it an honor and a privilege that I'm able to help y'all in any way, shape, or form. And like I said, it gives me great joy when I see the transformation that's happened in y'all's ministry. Not because I did it, but because I helped give you a little bit of knowledge and you did it yourself. So that's what I'm excited about. So just like I always say, folks, thank y'all so much for what you're doing. Thank you for the constant study. Thank you for the tireless effort that you put into your local ministry, because guess what? By you putting that work into your ministry, it helps the church, which is the body, which is all of us. It's not a building. It's all of us. So I want to thank you so much for everything that you're doing. I really appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good day, night, evening, afternoon, wherever you are on the face of the planet. And we will see y'all tomorrow on our regular Q&A. Y'all have a great night. Thank you so much. Make sure you hit that like button, please, that subscribe button, and hit that bell notification. That way you get notified when we come out with other videos. And we will be seeing y'all tomorrow, folks. Later.